Okay, let's talk about some drum stuff. I had a bunch of questions about the drums on the Jellyfish cover thing. I'm no expert, but I will try to explain some of the stuff I stole from everybody on how to do this. Here's what the drums sound like without the other instruments turned on. Now, the one main thing you're hearing is a lot of room ambience, almost like a John Bonham Zeppelin kind of ambience, and that comes from two tube microphones in another room. It's goes across a wooden floored hallway into another large wooden floored room. So these are the two stereo mics across here. And here's the drums without them. And let's put them in. I love those. Stole that from Joe Barisi about just throwing mics in other rooms up. Stick one in the bathroom, and it was his direct quote if you had to. The kick, actually I have two kick mics. There's one facing the beater side and inside the drum. Pretty sharp and pointy, clicky, which is nice. But then I've got another, I think it's just like a Sterling, or not even a very expensive mic, just sitting inside facing the front head. So just giving you this sort of classic boom. Sounds really weird by itself though. It's going boom, boom, boom. So I can add the sort of short one to the long front head. Got it. And with it. So it's fun to have those always in there. I can play with the balance of those to make things really short and tight, or sort of a classic 60s boom from the other head. Also on the snare is my favorite plugin as of late is the SSL E-channel strip. That's on the snare. That gives me compression, and I typically would play with the high hand. Sometimes I'll take some low end out of stuff, but didn't really have to this time. No, compression, high end, love that plugin. There's really only a couple of the EQs, and those were just corrective things to pull a little tubbiness out of kick mics. There's like 285 pulled out of the kick mic just to clean it up a little bit. There's one other thing mix-wise on the drums. I have a bunch of mono plates going on. So there's 3 EMT 140s. These guys here, mono left, mono right, and then centered. And then a stereo 250, but that's on the vocals. So when you hear the tom go off, you're going to hear its own plate reverb going off on that channel. So here, let me put these up here. So low tom, you'll hear this reverb on it. If I take it off, that's pretty much it. And I am driving the analog console a little harder than normal. I wanted this to have a little grind to the drum sound, not be super pristine. So the toms are actually coupling a little bit, which is awesome. But I'll show you the console in a second. So that's on the Pro Tools plugin side. Here's the analog stuff. So the room mics are coming in on this 4710D, the Universal Audio. Sometimes I add compression or clip them with the tube side of that. The sub kick mic, what I'm calling sub kick mic, but it's the front head mic. The non-beater side comes in over this Bark Audio. It's like kind of an API thing with really cool transformers in it, so it gives me this cool sub thing going on. They all end up landing at these Apollo 16s. There's 32 channels of that coming in. And this always stays set up here. So here's the rest of the direct mics, the standard, E112 kick, 57 snare, condenser, I forget the Sennheiser or something on the hat, the 421s, and then the overheads. That should be back there. I do my high pass, low pass filtering and EQ in here. So if I was just to print what came out of here, I could be pretty much done. And I try to do just minor tweaks in Pro Tools if I have to. So the majority of the work's done in analog already. Let's come over here. You'll see the 2 mics in the kick. There's that other one facing that guy, and then another mic facing the beater side, the D112. There are older, see the 421 U5s, and there's a Sennheiser. I'm sorry, Sennheiser. No. Sure, a Unidyne 357 on that snare, which is the regular house snare, which we got from our friend Fred Curry. Picked it up for us from his collection. It's an 8-inch deep pearl maple free floating snare with an Ambassador X head that Joe Travers and me went down to the Pro Drum Shop and had that put on. It sounds really awesome. I love that snare. There's the other Sennheiser condenser on the hat, and then a pair of Rode overheads condensers. And that is it.